chair for the Board of Commissioners. That chair will serve a one-year term. We elect our chair by secret ballot. Each of you have slips of paper that I've placed at your location. Once we have nominations, you will write the name of the commissioner for which you choose to vote on that secret ballot. You will raise your hand once you have it written, and I will come around and pick it up from you. At this point, I will go ahead and open the floor for nominations. Commissioner Marchetti.
I would like to nominate Commissioner Lehman.
Okay. Commissioner Marchetti nominates Commissioner Leyland. Are there any further nominations? Commissioner Lee.
I'd like to nominate Commissioner Jones.
Commissioner Lee nominates Commissioner Jones. Are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations? Hearing none, would someone like to close the floor?
I move we close the floor.
Support.
I have a motion to close the floor. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Please cast your vote on a piece of paper and raise your hand when it's ready, and I will come around and pick it up.
Everybody's done.
Okay. So I will open them and count. Kind of feel like this is Survivor.
Getting thrown off the boat. As long as it ain't naked Survivor.
No.
No, Naked and Afraid. That's the show.
Okay, and just a reminder, in order to be elected chair, we need a majority of the board, which would be 5 votes, which we do have. I have 3 votes for Commissioner Leyland and 5 votes for Commissioner Jones. So congratulations, Commissioner Jones.
Sorry for my loss.
You are elected chair for 2023. I'm gonna pass the gavel to you for this meeting. Yeah. And we'll switch spots before the next meeting.
All right. Well, next we have up as the elected vice chair, so we're gonna open it up. It's the same thing as before, secret ballot, so we'll open it up for.
It's not.
It's not a secret ballot?
It's not a secret ballot. This will be by roll call.
So
You'll
we'll
instruct me.
open it up for Roseanne first.
I would like to nominate Ryan Leyland for vice chair.
Mary's next.
I would like to nominate Jim Lawrence for vice chair.
You got one?
I would like to nominate Roseanne Marquetti for vice chair.
So we got Jim Lawrence, Ryan, and Roseanne.
I would like to nominate RJ for vice chair.
And RJ. Whew. That's gonna be difficult. So the first one was Ryan. How many hands do we have for Ryan?
Just a second.
Yeah?
I would like to withdraw my name, please.
Okay.
You have 3 people to choose from, and I think that's great. So I
Ryan.
would withdraw my name.
Jim Lawrence.
I'll withdraw my name as well, please.
So we got Ryan and Jim Lawrence. All right. So how many people do we have for Commissioner Leyland?
So you're gonna instruct me to call roll.
There we go. Yes,
And I
ma'am.
will go around.
Please do.
Okay. So when I call your name, please give me your vote, whether it be Commissioner Leyland or Commissioner Lawrence.
Okay, I got it.
Commissioner Leyland, your vote.
Wait.
Thank you. Commissioner Lawrence. Thank you. Commissioner Lott. Thank you. Chair Jones.
Lawrence.
Thank you. Commissioner Howard.
Commissioner Lawrence.
Thank you. Commissioner Barrera.
Leyland.
Thank you. Commissioner Marquetti.
Leyland.
Commissioner Lee.
Lawrence.
So I have 4 votes for Commissioner Leyland and 4 votes for Commissioner Lawrence. So we have a tie vote.
What we do now?
You guys can caucus if you would like, or we can vote again.
The last time, we went 3 times before.
We can try to vote again, if someone may change their vote, and if no one changes their vote, then you guys can caucus.
It's the pleasure of the board.
If
I move
you,
to vote again.
okay,
All right.
so we have to start with a different commissioner. Commissioner Lawrence.
Lawrence.
Commissioner Locke. Commissioner Jones.
Leyland.
Commissioner Howey.
Lawrence.
Commissioner Barrera.
Leyland.
Commissioner Marquetti.
Leyland.
Commissioner Lee.
Lawrence.
And Commissioner Leyland.
Leyland.
Be done with it.
Okay. I have Commissioner Leyland.
Okay.
All right, we're good, right? That's over there.
The
Timer.
timer. Oh, you want the other timer?
This thing is too hard to read. We'll do it case by case. All right, we have an introduction of visitors. We'll start with my favorite guy right there up front. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. My name is Gary Marquetti. I'm the township supervisor. And I want to welcome all our new commissioners to the meeting tonight. So, thank you.
Jennifer Renfro, Finance Director.
Erica Esplin, GIS Director.
You, Andy.
Annie File, past commissioner. Welcome to all you new people. And I'm from Pin Township.
Am I supposed to?
Yeah. Say your name and I'll ring you the.
Bob Ormeyer. Jake Young, Cass County Conservation District.
Jackie Taylor, County Administrator's Office.
Richard Fitz, County Prosecutor. Jeff Van Bell, Drain Commissioner.
Beth Daly, HR Director.
Rick Banking, Sheriff.
Liz Kelsheimer, Deputy Treasurer, Jefferson Township.
Kevin Kelsheimer, Jefferson Township.
Bob Thompson, Blizzards.
Ron Butts, Animal Control Director.
It's Roche Melvin, Marketing and Communications Manager.
Dave Reed, Facilities Director.
Michael Grice, LaGrange Township resident.
Barbara Gordon, I'm Director of Cass District Library.
Ron McAdam, Cass District Library Board Vice President.
Eileen Tony, Howard Township resident, Newburgh Township property owner, and president of the Cass District Library Board.
Kristen Barrera, Milton Township resident.
And who's the young man with you?
Jonah, my son.
All right. Now we're going to open the floor for public comments, but before we do, everybody has 3 minutes. And in the past, as much as I didn't like it, we don't have any back and forth, but that's best that we don't. But if you do have a comment that needs direct interaction with a commissioner or the chair or the vice chair, please do so after the meeting, okay? So we'll open the floor for public comment.
Do you need me to reintroduce myself?
Yeah, man, you're good. good.
Okay, all right, thank you. That's the first time today I've been told I was good. I think Commissioner Morris called me old. So we talked about that. But my purpose today is to speak to you about motion 23722. And this was a motion to appoint Joseph Gross to the Cass District Library. And I want to thank the Appointments Committee and the Cass County Board for posting that position on the Cass District Library. And we also want to thank for the reappointment of Mr. Gross. He has served very well, and we appreciate what he brings to the table to the Cass District Library. What I want to do, though, is also share some comments that I found to be inappropriate or inaccurate information. And Marquetti commented that there was a push from the library board to appoint Joe Gross to a 4-year term. We, the library board, do not push through appointments. We work very collectively with our elected officials. I want to now move on to motion 23822, the motion to appoint Jeff Carmen to the Cass District Library Board representing the at-large seat. Here I identified some procedural irregularities. The position was not posted on the board, Cass County website board. The appointment committee met in violation of the Open Meetings Act. That was not published on the website. Carmen's application was submitted the day that the appointment committee met, which I feel is a violation of those candidates who are not aware when this meeting takes place and offers a disservice to our community members. The only notice of Carmen appointed to the library board was by us looking at the meeting agenda and former commissioners' call to the district library. Marquetti also misrepresented information stating that the at-large position had been open for 7 months. That is incorrect. The president of the library board resigned in September, so there's an error in math. Marquetti also stated that she was doing the right thing. However, I don't see where a violation of an Open Meeting Act and not following protocol is doing the right thing to the representatives of Cass County. Leyland also misrepresented information stating the other applicant was a founding member of the library board. That is not true. Why Carmen is not a candidate for the Cass District Library at board? If we look at his application, I have handouts. His application was missing very important information to even be considered for that board position. There also is a conflict of interest, and let me share with you a quote from Carmen. He indicated, I have sent circle with members and report that an effective zero payment to the county for the library will not carry the administration or the committee's support. The current building is owned by 50,000 people, and the building current occupant, which is you, does not provide benefit to almost 30 residents of the residents. So I do have handouts. All the commissioners will receive a copy in their email box tonight. But I think we also need to recognize that the people of Cass County deserve to have accurate information reported. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Any further public comment? All right, hearing none. Approval of the agenda, Commissioner Layton.
I move to approve the agenda as written. Second.
We have a motion on the floor and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Don't think we have no recognition, no presentation. You're up again. Vice
Proposed
Chair.
consent agenda, motion 01-23 is motion to approve claims dated December 23rd, 2022. Motion 02-23 is a motion to approve December 15th, 2022 Board of Commissioner regular meeting minutes. I move the above listed items be voted on at one time by roll call vote and be considered as a consent agenda by the Board of Commissioners. I so move.
Second that.
We have a motion on the floor and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Roll call,
signify
roll
aye.
call,
Roll call. Roll call, please.
Commissioner Locke? Chair Jones?
Yes.
Commissioner Howie? Commissioner Barrera?
Yes.
Commissioner Marquetti?
Yes.
Commissioner Lee?
Yes.
Commissioner Leyland?
Yes.
And Commissioner Lawrence?
Yes.
3 times in a row.
The only update I have for a committee report is a vendor has been selected to complete the historical review for the historic courthouse, which is needed to continue the application process for the $1.5 million from the USDA for the grant. And that's all I have.
I'm gonna assume for the board that the only people that would possibly have a report will be myself, Commissioner Leyland, or Commissioner Marquetti. So if it's the pleasure of the board, we can forego the other new commissioners unless anybody has any objections to that.
No objection.
But nobody's had a meeting yet except for us 3. So I will go from Commissioner Lading here, no objections, to me. I have a report for our beloved Cass County veterans. Give me a second here, because I'm a little bit distracted. All right, from November to December, we have added $59,953 to our Cass County roll for all of our veterans. In December, just December alone, we've had 128 veterans seen. That means they've come in to update their cases, or following up on cases, or seeing if they qualify for benefits. You know, we don't have a itemized report of that, but if anybody's interested, we could probably do that, as long as it doesn't violate any rules. The Soldiers Sailors Board, we approved a well working with Jim Mosier, drilling to get it completed. And we had a private citizen come out and pay the down payment of $250, and they want to remain anonymous, so that's great. You know, everybody loves veterans. You know, and I was a couple here today that every time I see a veteran, I tell them welcome home. Whether they're Vietnam, World War II, or whatever, welcome home, soldier, or Marine. You know, don't ever call a Marine soldier. You might get beat up. And I'd like to congratulate or thank, there's a motorcycle club, because I'm the president and founder of the one of many veterans motorcycle club, but we work hand in hand with a group called Warriors Oath Motorcycle Club. We reached out to everybody in the community, and they were the first motorcycle club comprised of all veterans that helped pay for a furnace, and they worked with our treasurer's office to get help a veteran out getting that furnace installed. And they're probably gonna do a roof and maybe something else. So I'd like to give them credit for that. That's very good. We've got our TV up and running, thanks to our maintenance department for hanging it. And James and IT, thank you. I always thank my IT guys in the military. You don't want to make the IT people mad or the chow hall. Because you gotta eat, you gotta communicate. So thanks to our IT. We got more programming to come, and what that does is, if the people don't have a phone, a smartphone, or internet capability at home to do our Zoom VA meetings, they can come here and do their VA meeting through Zoom in a private setting and take care of themselves. I think that's it. Yeah. Commissioner Marquette.
Yes. At the Southwest Michigan Planning Commission's December meeting, the Imagine Cass project was awarded the Graham Woodhouse Award for Outstanding Governmental Cooperation. Village Manager Emily LeGros and her staff were on hand to accept the award. Plaques were given out to the MEDC, as well as the Michigan School of Planning, Design, and Construction, just to name a couple of plaques that were given out. Cass County and the Cass County EDC will also receive plaques for our parts in the project. And that's my only report.
What? That'll be longer next week.
Who's your new Roseanne?
Yeah. Appointments committee report?
I have no report.
Nothing for that. County administrator.
Yes, my report is in the packet. I'll add a couple of things. First and foremost, I wanted to say welcome formally to all of our new commissioners. I look forward to working with each of you. A couple trainings I wanted to note are meetings on the 10th for the commissioners. We're going to be doing issuing laptops, going over the email system, ID badges, and cybersecurity at 3 o'clock on January 10th. On January 17th, we have a meeting set starting at 2 o'clock to go tour the road commission. And then we'll come back to the county building and do a tour here walk through the historic courthouse, and then have a couple discussions on OMA, Open Meetings Act items, and a couple other items with that. And then the final thing I wanted to note is we were trying to do this last year and weren't able to because they get booked so quickly, but we started early in the fall last year to get it. We have a workshop for the Board of Commissioners scheduled for February 17th, so I'm getting that out kind of early for everybody, at the Edlow Foundation. We're still working to finalize the agenda items for that. One of the big items is going to be goal setting for the next 2 years. But we're kind of filling in some other items in there as well too. Historically, I think those have started about 8:30 in the morning, but when we get closer to having an agenda ready, we'll let everybody know and coordinate on that with everyone as well.
Thank you, sir. County partners. There's a couple of them back there. Nobody has anything to say? All right, move on to elected officials, which we have a few of those also in the row.
I just do it for right from here. Congratulations to all of you. So.
Thanks, Ben.
Thank you.
All right, there's no unfinished business. Move on to new business. M0323, Commissioner Layla.
Motion 03-23 is a motion to approve the 2023 Board of Commissioners meeting schedule. I so move.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded, properly supported. Is there any discussion? Hearing up.
Yes, I'm looking at the April 6th meeting. There are 3 school districts: the Cass School District, the Edwardsburg School District, and the Dowagiac School District. That's their spring break. So don't know how that would affect most people, but I would suggest that we move that April 6th meeting to April 13th, if there are no objections.
I don't have any children in school.
Well, we have a couple people that do. I know you don't.
Yeah.
Not yet.
But we probably have to have that amended, that motion amended to include that.
Okay.
To do it right, so
Okay.
if that's your
Is
motion.
that your motion?
Yes, I would like to, come on, help me.
You can move to amend the agenda, or excuse me, move to amend the meeting schedule by
Okay,
crossing
all
out
right.
April 6th.
So I'm going to move to amend the meeting schedule and remove April 6th and add April 13th to 2023.
Support.
Got it. So, we're gonna vote on the amendment and then vote on the actual motion. All in favor for the
You have
amendment?
to ask, excuse me, point of order.
Go ahead.
You have to ask for debate on the amendment first.
Got it. Do we need any discussion or debate? Hearing none, now we can go into all in favor. Motion by aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Now let's go back to the original motion, right? Any debate on the original motion for our meeting schedule? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Okay,
All right, motion carries.
good, thank you.
Good job. All right, motion number 2, Commissioner Marquetti.
Yes. M04-23 is a motion to approve the contract between Marcellus Township, the County of Cass, and the Office of Sheriff, Cass County, from January 1st, 2023 to December 31st, 2023. And I move we approve this motion.
Second.
Any discussion? I think it's very good. All right, hearing no further discussion, all in favor, signify aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Boy, this was a good, quick meeting. It might be the fastest
Yes.
ever.
Yes.
All right, we're gonna move into board member comments or announcements.
I have one.
Please.
Okay, I thought you might be interested to know that the Edwardsburg Food Pantry held their Christmas giveaway on December 19th, and there were 238 bags were given away. Now, you have to know that everybody that came got 2 bags because we give bag A and bag B. So if you double that, that's actually how many bags were given out. We also gave out ham, and pies. And the bags had non-perishable food items. And we also gave out blankets for those with children and even grandchildren. There were toys and Christmas items to choose from. Our community, it was very, very generous, and it was a very successful event, so.
Thank you. Mary, you have anything?
No, it's not.
Sam?
Nope.
RJ?
Congratulations, Commissioner Jones and Commissioner Leyland.
Yeah.
Jim?
That's it.
Joyce? Ryan?
Congratulations.
Or like I said, sorry for my loss.
I have one
Yes,
more.
ma'am.
We need to say congratulations to Commissioner Lee, because his
Oh,
wife
yeah.
had a baby
Right.
girl today.
Right. Right. As for me, being the chair, I promised a lot of people, and I'm a man of my word. And I pride myself on doing what I say and saying what I do. You hear me? So I told everybody I wouldn't do anything unethical, anything immoral, and complete transparency. It's the best of my ability. So, with that said, I went to all the elected officials and I forgot my buddy Jeff Van Bell, man, I'm sorry. But me and you gonna talk after this. So, to straighten out what I just said first. Then after that, I think mine and the vice chair's first priority, if not tonight, be first thing tomorrow, would be to get our committees going so we can lock in the committees, so we can start business and take care of our beloved Cass County.
Yeah, the next meeting will be a long one with all the appointments.
All right?
Okay.
Other than that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Support.
All right. Moved and supported.
We got a vote on it or it's not adjourned.
Any discussion?
There's no discussion.